Okay, now, one thing about this, as close as these are together, wooden lock rings, yeah, they're not going to fit. I mean, my lead turret press, they don't fit. Custom ground other rings to fit around them. You had to disassemble and assemble in a certain order, get everything just right for it to fit. Kind of a mess, but it worked. Um, yeah, not gonna do it for this because it was hole specific for how they fit. It was, yeah. But anyway, I had a little brain fart, and yeah, potential workaround. Now, mind you, you can't run two of them next to each other. Every other hole is the only way it's going to work. So you got to pick your poison, and yeah, it adds a little bit of height to it, but not too much. And there it is there. Now, you're gonna want, since these are punched, there's a little ridge, and it adds a little bit of thickness and unevenness. You know, take a file to it, take that off, make it flat. These have a 90,000, yeah, 900ths of an inch nominal thickness, and it's pretty good unless you hit that outer ridge, and it'll add like a few thousandths in places. So, yeah, dress that down. Amazon is the only a place I found these. They come in packs of 10. Forget how much they were. It wasn't too bad, but they are 5/8 ID, 1.5 OD, which is perfect. I mean, perfect. And I mean, I searched and searched, and that's the only place I found them. It was probably $15 or something for them, maybe 20. I don't remember, but there's plenty of them. I have 4 of these rings, and they're $50 a piece. So yeah, having to give them up in key areas kind of hurt. Like bullet seating, click a thousandths adjustment, really fine tune it and lock it in. Yeah. So here's the thing. Got your breech lock rings. Gold is best. But anyway, lock that in. Now, what I found is you take the rounded side of the washer and run it down, and that gives clearance on the ones beside it. And there's just you can see light between them. And I mean, it's perfect. Inside, outside. Gives you like a 30 seconds of an inch clearance, maybe. I mean, it's just flat side down is maybe. If you dress that edge, it probably clears, but this gives you just that little bit more because these are angled edges here, and as you can see, it does overlap. So it's every other one is best case scenario. So you got to target what you want it for. Really, that kind of adjustment, seating depth. You can click it 1/1000th at a time. If you, instead of loosening it up and you tighten that up. If you're losing, I like the lock ones because they don't move. The rubber ones, they're pretty tight, but so you can throw things off while you're tightening things up, or this, what you get it there. Shoulder bump, sizing, shoulder bump, 1/1000th at a time. Those are the biggies. Any other than that, The only other thing I could really myself want that kind of control over, whether you agree or not, is expansion. Because I use the NOE expanders, and I like them just enough, and no more. Because I use them for 223 for swage bullets, and I only want them to go in a 16th of an inch, and no more. So when I use the factory crimp die, that's all it's doing is taking that out. It's not crimping any extra, and it's not going to miss anything. I'm not trying to put crimps in them. I'm just trying to take that little bit of a flare out, and it's a step. So that would be here. Well, this one's blank. Everything. 3 calibers I run. So that would work. And crimp. Bullet seating. That would work. And this is not. But if I got a powder through, it would go here. And yeah, in my cases, it would all work out and I could run a couple of them. But I would have to pick which one of these two I wanted. Well, actually, powder through would eliminate this one. This would be 1, 2. Yeah, it'd still only be 2. And I'd only have 3 dies on here. So, yeah. That is at least an actual semi-decent workaround. As long as you don't need to put 2 of them side by side. Now the other thing is you need to have enough threads for this to lock onto at the above this and that. That could get, depending. You get this, my crimp die. I am at the top of it, basically, just with breech lock die. Or die. Bushing. This one, it would be close, depending on where this little cam is. I don't remember exactly. Let's see. One way to find out real quick, right? I don't remember if it's centered or... Yeah, it's pretty well centered, right? Yeah, because that's the one. That's the inside one that locks. So centered. You keep that in mind. You need a few for threads, but provided you have them, at least we can do something. And this is, a stout enough washer where it's not just gonna, flex around and. It's not like huge overhang. It's not that much. So, hopefully this will work out. And we get something back. We don't have to just toss them in a drawer and forget about them. For those of us that have them. All right, well, that's enough of me. I'll leave you with that. Have a good one. God bless and see you.